So I came up with an amazing concept that I'm sure I couldn't have been the first person to come up with it. But I had COVID a couple weeks ago, and so I was like kind of quarantined, not only quarantined in my house, quarantined in like one room. We have like a bedroom with a bathroom. So I was just quarantined to the bedroom and the adjoining bathroom, and that was it. Door closed, end of story, for a week. So, and then even after that, I still had to, the next, like they're saying like 10 days or whatever, you know, then the next 4 or 5 days, strict masking. So, I mean, if that's the case, I just pretty much stayed in the room anyway, because what am I gonna go outside, you know, go out and watch TV with everyone and we're all wearing masks and stuff, like, you know, I could see them and everything. They would pop in with like lunch and, you know, dinner and stuff for me. So anyway, I was sitting around and, you know, I did a lot of practicing, and I did a video about it a week ago or whatever, and it was the concept I came up with, a good name for it, is micro practicing. So it's just practicing one tiny thing. I've always sort of used this idea, and I liken it to a batting cage for somebody that plays baseball. Okay, so if you had like a scrimmage, you know, a game, a practice game, okay, let's face it, half the game, your team isn't even up to bat, okay? And then when your team is up to bat, you're only 1 out of 9, so you're only up to bat, you know, 1 out of every 9. So there could be entire innings where you don't even get up to bat. That's not a good way to practice batting, okay? Because you have a 2.5 hour game, and you get up to bat 4 times? I don't know, you know, possibly less. So that's kind of a waste. So a batting cage, you can sit there for half an hour, and it's just non-stop batting practice. Just dozens and dozens and dozens of balls pitched at you, you know, hopefully from the machine, or from somebody if, you know, you have somebody. But anyway, over and over and over. Okay, so what we're doing with this micro practicing idea is just to practice something over and over and over and over, and to drill it, okay? So I did a video and sort of explained a couple of ideas, just the basic idea. Now for this video, what we're going to do is actually do some specific micro practicing patterns, some elements, and then at the end of the video string it together into something actually more musical, because that's the point, right? Okay, so I came up with an idea where what we can do is, what I'm playing is the 8th fret, 7th fret, 5th fret, and then 7th fret. Okay, so down, up, down, up. Down, up, 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 down, up. And of course, you would want to practice this with a metronome. Okay, so. With the proper picking and the proper fingers. Okay, I'm using my 1st, 2nd, and 3rd fingers. Okay, but whatever works for you, 1st, 3rd, and 4th finger, whatever. Okay, so now if we take that little element of micro practicing, okay, and then go to the next sort of step, okay, we could do like 8, 6, 5, 6. So here, the exact same picking, down, up, down, up. Yeah, down, up, down, up. But now I'm using pinky on the 8th fret, 2nd finger on the 6th fret, 1st finger on the 5th fret, and then back to the 6th fret. So. Okay, then another good pattern would be 5th fret, 7th fret, and 9th fret. So I'm using 1st, 2nd, and 4th fingers, and still down, up, down, up. Okay, so really all we're doing is The first pattern, okay, would be the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, then we're just changing one note. Okay, then back to the first pattern. Now instead of the 8th fret, we're doing the 9th fret. So again, just changing one note and using a different finger, in my case. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or 1 and or 1 and 2 and whatever, 8th notes, 16th notes, whatever. Okay, so now you've practiced these. So I keep doing 5. So 8, 7, 5, 7. Okay, you practiced 8, 6, 5, 6, and you practiced 9, 7, 5, 7. Okay, so you've practiced those 3 patterns. Okay, now, and those would be the 3 patterns that would be used in any sort of diatonic scale. Okay, because we might as well we'll start with diatonic type scale. Okay, where everything is whole steps or half steps. There are no like major or a minor, natural minor scale. There's no minor third jumps where you're jumping up 3 frets or anything like that. Okay, so now if we take a look at, like, say, the key of D minor, okay, so if we play the 3rd fret, the 5th fret, and the 6th fret on the B string, okay, that would be the first 3 notes of the D minor scale. Okay, so now we just do that first pattern. 1 and 1 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Whatever. Okay, I'm trying to make it a little musical. So, yeah, we'll just do that nice and easy. Okay, so we'll count it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so all I did in this case was 6, 5, 3, 5, 6, and then 3, 4, 5 would be the count. Okay, so, okay, then the next pattern that we worked on, okay, we now move up. So I'm at the 5th fret, the 6th fret, and the 8th fret, okay, on the B string. Then the 3rd pattern that we did, I'm now at the 10th, 8th, and 6th fret. So if I string those together, I wanted to slide up on one of those, because I practiced these things so many times that sort of just habit takes over in the little things that I like to do. So I would have slid up to that last note, just a musical choice, my preference. But anyway, so. Okay, then that next one is again the first pattern that we did. So in this case, we would now be all the way up to 11, 10, 8, 10, and then 11. So that now strung together is a neat little musical pattern in the key of D minor. Okay, so that's with the slide up, and I repeated it a few times. And then slide up to that last note and hold it for a measure. And then, the slide up and hold that, add a little vibrato. So there we go, bam. We just took that first little thing that we did initially. And practiced over and over and over, and then that pattern that we practiced over and over and over, and then that pattern that we practiced over and over and over, we took those three simple patterns, and really, like we talked about, the second and third patterns are really just a very slight variation of the first pattern, and bam, strung them together, moving up the neck, staying in key for D minor, and we now have a nice little scalar run for D minor. So there you go. Practice that.